Hi, I'm Tamara Page, founder of Discover and Recover wellness workout programs. I'm looking forward to sharing my experience of yoga, movement, mindfulness, and meditation with you. As an E.R.Y.T, experienced registered yoga teacher at the 500-hour level, I've had the opportunity over the last 30 years to work with multiple individuals, and as a result, inspired to create and design a program for wellness workout. Today we'll be experiencing a program designed for aging gracefully. And as we do so, I encourage you to discover and awaken to your highest self, cultivate creativity, enhance self-confidence, and recover from anything that might be blocking you or hold you back. So as we go through this program, it's very important to follow the alignment principles, modify as needed, and remember to have fun. Namaste. Tamara Page, E.R.Y.T at the 500-hour level. I'm looking forward to sharing my experience of yoga as a 30-year practitioner as well as an instructor. Today's episode will feature Calm and Center. It is the follow-up to the Yoga Coach podcast last week that was presented on Spotify. So we spoke a great deal about centering and calming, and today's opportunity will allow us to have a more experiential knowledge rather than an intellectual understanding of centering and calming. So we're going to use props today because we will be experiencing a bit of a restorative pose of yoga. So I'd like for you to go through your living room, take a moment, gather up pillows. I want you to find firm pillows. I want you to find a few soft pillows and maybe even a blanket or two. And while you're gathering up, I'll just give a little bit of a description of the practice of restorative yoga. It essentially is calming and quieting the mind and restoring the body as well, so that simultaneously you're letting go. You're letting go physically, and we're releasing and softening our breath. In yoga, it's believed that breath is ruler of the mind. So if the breath is short, agitated, rapid, the mind's going to follow that. So our mission, our intention, is to try to slow the breathing down so that the mind will follow that. And now that we've gathered up our belongings, I'd like for you to have your pillows and everything handy within reaching distance. And we're just going to get started by taking your feet out in front, and you can rest your hands on the outer edges of the knees, or you can just gently place them under your thighs, wherever's more comfortable. Starting in the upright position, spine is lifted. We're going to breathe in at the base of the nostrils, elongating the spine, broadening your chest, and letting your shoulder blades just roll down the back. Now, as we inhale, you're going to curl and hollow your belly like a C curve, and just gently continue to roll down as you exhale, empty, and sits bones root down as we breathe in and rise back up. Feel that in-breath and create lots of space between the vertebrae. So we'll go another round. Start with the curl, the curve, hollowing the belly and exhaling the breath. And a gentle breath at the base of the nostrils, lightly coming back into that lift. Feel that maybe you've grown a little bit more in this stretch, and exhale one last round, curl in, release like a cat back. Inhale, shoulder blades just gliding down your back. So that is just a nice little movement to warm us up a bit. We're going to start with a twist. So as you take your hands inside of your left thigh, roll that flesh back just a smidgen and slide your leg out so that the calf and the shin and the thigh are all touching the floor. And we're going to go to the right side, gently draw that in and sitting up nice and tall. So this is a restorative twist that we're doing today. So we're going to modify it just a little bit. You have several options, as we've discussed in the past, flexing the foot and engaging it more in the quads. That's one option. Or you can drop it and release it just a smidgen so it's a little more relaxed. And then take your hands and just gently place them right on the outer edge of the knee. So as you can see, we're going to take that in-breath, lifting the spine, and let your exhale come from the rotation. So you'll feel your left ribs just giving a slight revolving action, and pause there. And we breathe in again. Feel the lift on the in-breath and the rotation on the out-breath. So however many of those that you have in you, maybe one more breath in, exhale, revolving. And we can pause here and hold. Notice the chin in line with the sternum. Just breathe in and count from 1 to 3 on the in-breath. Exhale from 3 back to 1 on the out-breath. Holding that posture or that asana. Long, slow, steady breath in, followed by an exhale that matches the length of it. Back out. So if you're using your count, count 1 to 3, and then 3 back to 1. Wonderful. As we revolve, come right back into the center, and we'll manually inner spiral the right thigh as you slide this heel, calf, leg, and thigh out, and position the foot and bring in the other side. So again, find your foot position and gently press the palms. So we're going to rise on the in-breath, and this time we're rotating from the outer right ribs as you give a little mention of that, and we breathe in, lift, exhale, revolve, and pause. Try 1 or 2 more, see where your body will take you today. I don't want you to overdo it or underdo it, just the right amount. And then when you are in position, we're going to hold and extend the in-breath and match that with the out-breath. I want you to start to soften the skin around your eyes and your temples. Let your jaw release. 1 more breath in. And after that last exhalation, wonderful. We've done both sides. So now reaching for whatever props that you have available. I have a few pillows here, and I actually have a few others tucked away on this side. I've got my yoga bolster. It's a bolster that's made with firm cotton batting, so it doesn't really collapse that much, but we don't have to have that today. Whatever you have available will be wonderful for this practice. So as we take a moment and just relax your knee out onto one of your pillows and slight shift of the right leg out to the side, just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my first base, which is my bolster. If you don't have a bolster, just use a blanket or use a pillow or something. And we're going to take a lift up on that in-breath. On the rotation, it's just a smidgen of a twist. And then we're going to take that forward. So it's a resting position. The forehead comes all the way down. And for many of us, that might be too far down. So in order to bring the earth up to us, I'm just going to invite you to mount your pillows up a little bit higher. So get that breath in and that rotation. And it's the softness right here in the center of the forehead that you want to just release. And in a way so that you can still breathe. As you're holding posture, I'm going to come out of it because I'm talking and I don't want for my voice to be muffled. But your forehead is firmly down and feeling the softness of the receptivity of your pillow. And your breath will also reflect that gentle, steady, slow breath in, followed by long exhalation. Let's take 2 more and noticing whether the skin around your temples is soft, if your jaw's released, and slow, steady breath once more, followed by an exhalation back out. So as you come back up, gently rise up and just take this side, just place your props off to the side. We can bend the other knee and gently take that out, resting it comfortably so there's support. And we will do the little bit of a smidgen out to the side with the left leg. And remember, flexing versus pointing or going somewhere in between into a flight. Yes, flex, point, and a flight. So find what's most comfortable for you. And then we'll take the same props on over to the other side and use the breath in to get elongated and a little rotation on the out breath. Once you feel that it's just the right amount of twist for you, I'm going to have you gently rest your forehead down and soften into the pillow. I'm going to rise back up because of the audio so that you're not hearing my muffled voice through the pillows, but I'm hoping that you're still resting your forehead into your soft cushion and emphasizing the breath so that we're calming the body, we're quelling the breath and quieting the mind. So long, slow breath in, followed by that long, slow breath back out. And then gently, after the last exhalation, we'll rise back up and take our props off to the side. We're going to take a position in a child's pose next. If you have knee issues, I would encourage you not to do this. I would encourage you just to lie down or sit upright, just like this, on your buttocks with your knees up. But if you're able to, scoot your knees over to the side and take your prop of choice. Mine will be my cotton batting bolster. I'm going to place that out in front of me and get a nice gentle lift up. Feel my breath rising and fall forward so that the ribs release all the way down onto whatever position you're feeling restful in. And the forehead lightly, softly touching. So for many of us, it could be layers of blankets. It could be layers of So I want you to just explore for a moment. Take the time to set it up in a way that's meaningful for you. And when you're ready, release and let the softness fold down into that wonderful position. I'm rising back up. Hopefully you're still released into the softness of your props, and encouraging and inviting that breath to really slow things down and just enjoy this nice restorative pose, child's pose. So if you're counting to 3 and then 3 back to 1, noticing whether thoughts interfere. If so, you can take that thought, acknowledge it, gently put it onto a cloud and just let it float away. And keep coming back to the breath again and again and again. Every single time we lose train of thought of breath, our single pointed focus, it's okay, just acknowledge it and start over. So relax a moment longer, feeling the inhalation and the exhalation in your child's pose. So after the last exhalation, let's slowly roll back up. And we're going to take props off to the side as we determine the prop of choice to finish off our practice today in a seated practice meditation. So I'm going to put my bolster in a way that's comfortable for me. I'd like for you to place your props in a way that's comfortable for you. And I'm just going to scoot around and have a seat on my bolster. And then I'd like to take the pillows and prop them up right under the knees and the thighs. So everything is supported, right? I don't have any big gaps or space where I have to hold this up, and it actually takes a lot of efforting. So, do whatever it takes to be supported, fully supported. And as we close, I'd like you to take your left palm inside the right palm and gently relax the elbows inward. Keep your spine long, broadening of the heart, shoulder blades gliding down the back, and the throat is soft. You want to avoid anything like this or this, right? Just gently draw that front of the neck back some. Notice as you sit upright that we can gently release our eyelashes to follow the gaze of the pupils as I start to gaze my pupils downward and inward into my heart center. I'm not dropping, I'm keeping my chin level, but I'm going to allow the eyelashes and the pupils to gaze down and look deep within into my heart center. So it's a half gaze. And I want to notice a big smile right in the center of the heart. We want to emphasize a happy heart and gentle breath in acknowledgement of that. So as we breathe in, whatever your number is, whether it's to 3 or 5, just keep the matching equivalent exhalation. We'll take a few of those just to quiet, calm, and steady, and center. Something you can practice each and every day, just for a few moments. Maybe increase the time to a minute, 2 minutes, and over time extend it even more. Now slowly, as we draw the chin up, bring your palms together, thumbs into the heart center. And we'll seal and close with this very powerful mudra called Anjali Mudra. So taking acknowledgement of your body, breath, mind, and spirit. Breathing the fullness into that, and exhale, bow within, into yourself, allowing your body to receive the fullness of your practice, and thanking your body, your mind, your breath, and your spirit. So until next time, I thank you for joining us. Namaste.